So there's a lot of companies that don't invest in culture development. They have the mindset of, we'll give you money and you'll work for us. And if you don't do the work we want, we'll fire you. And the thing about that is it works. It totally works. It's got a proven record. People who have been in business for a while, in industry, they've used that their whole lives. So why invest in the team? It's an intangible, and you just don't know it. So it's a fear-based culture. You work for us, we'll give you money. If not, we'll fire you. That's a fear-based culture. It's a fear-based environment. It's the eggshell environment. It works all day long. The thing is, it's a 1% ROI. Working on your team, investing in your people, building your culture through individual character is 700% ROI. And that's the difference. It's just an intangible ROI. People who invest in their intangibles get growth through the roof. Back in the 90s, Harvard University did a study on 20 companies, 20 Fortune 500s. And they wanted to see, based on company culture, what is the return on investment in that? And the gauge they used was profit. All right, they did not measure overhead. They did not measure retention, attrition. They measured profit. So the money they keep after all their expenses. So they took 10 companies that had what they called a non-adaptive culture, and they took 10 companies which they called an adaptive culture. And that's the word they used for these two different cultures. Fun culture, bad culture. That's what the difference is. And they said, for 10 years we're going to follow them. On the 11th year, we're going to check in and see the growth in profit over the length of that 10 years. So some of the companies that were non-adaptive would be like Toys R Us, Kmart. Some of the companies that were adaptive were companies like Amazon, Costco. So I love doing this in front of a group of people because I ask them, what do you think is the difference in ROI? Do you think the adaptive culture got 20% more ROI? And so some people say 20%. I say no, higher than that. Some people say 40%. And I say no, higher. And then some people are like, okay, fine, 90% more. I'm like, no. And then someone will say, 100%, it's double. After 10 years, the profit is double. And that's not the answer. I say higher. And some people will say, like, well, fine, 5 times. 5 times is 500% more profit. And the answer is no, by far. That's not the answer. And some people say 10%, 10 times, tenfold, 1,000%. No. Well, now we're getting into some serious difference. This study is, the data is in. It's been recorded. So the return on investment was 756% fold. That is 75,600% more than the non-adaptive cultures. And how did they do that? Well, the teams worked together good. They were adaptive to each other. Yeah, they took investment. Yeah, they did company trainings. Yes, that cost them money, but yes, it's lucrative. It's high ROI. You should do it because they say it's more fun to have more fun. Book 31 Score team workshops for your management team. It's a good investment. We look forward to seeing you.